Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I am Non, and you are watching another Ace of Spades Friday website review. Today's review is going to be quite short, possibly the shortest review that I've done for a couple of reasons. First of all, this website has one major flaw, which I'm going to talk about to the exclusion of more or less everything else. And secondly, it's nearly midnight, and I've had a long day. So to illustrate the principle of why creativity is the enemy of revenue, allow me to introduce www.bluebell.com, and as always we'll be going through the Frodo conversion rate checklist, which stands for first reaction, orientation, desirability, and offers, not forgetting the Odo elements, which are the important ones, which need to get attention, using contrast and eye path. Let's dive into the first reaction. How does the site make me feel? Here it is. What a beaut. Well, if the site were in fact a picture, it would make me feel pretty good. It's obviously attractive, it's been well laid out, it's very pretty, but there is a problem. When I look at the site, all I see are pictures. A website is not a picture. A website is an interactive, coded up page which allows me to move to various places. It's got navigation. It has copy. It has an understood user interaction model. What I'm seeing here is not a website. What I'm seeing here is a picture. So my first reaction is, nice picture. And I'm now going to hit the back button because I do not realize that there is anything that I can do here. Orientation. Am I in the right place? Well, Bluebell Take One Memories and New. The only copy that jump out at me, that's the place that I automatically look, the top left corner, that's how we read. I do see, looking closer, Bluebell Ice Cream and no sugar added. So I'm guessing, judging from the title bar here, that this is an ice cream site. That's all I know. Can I do anything here? I don't know. There's no navigation. Can I see any copy? No. There's nothing to tell me where I am. There's no tagline. There's no masthead. There's no search function. And there's no headline. So no body copy either. If you look down the bottom, I had to have my wife point this out to me. I literally did not notice it. You'll see there is actually real navigation here. Not really helpful when it's at the very bottom of the page. People look to the top of the page for navigation to orient themselves. Also quite small, low contrast, not good. Desirability. Do I believe I'll gain more than I invest? Well, I've got no idea what I could possibly gain, and I've got no idea what you're asking me to invest. The only thing that I've really been asked to invest is my time and frustration in trying to understand this website. If I move my mouse around, I see that I can bring up a menu by clicking on the compass or moving over the compass. I can see various options by moving over these. None of these are intuitive. There's nothing here that makes sense to me. Sure, the recipes box indicates that I can get recipes, but that could be anything until I move over it. I don't know what recipes is supposed to indicate. Until I see actual text that says recipes, it could be anything. Dear Bluebell, I don't even know what that is when I move over my mouse and get the Dear Bluebell text. I still don't know what that means. Visiting Bluebell? Okay. I guess if I knew more about Bluebell, maybe I'd understand that. Take home snacks? Well, how could I possibly take home snacks? That doesn't make sense. This is a website. I can't take snacks home from a website. Our ice cream. Okay. Is that like about? Extra scoops. What's that? I don't know. I have to move my mouse all over this thing just to discover what navigation elements there are, unless I happen to move over the compass and see that there's a navigation item here, in which case what is the point of all this stuff, because now I have to go through here and see if I didn't miss something. I don't know if all this stuff is the same as all this stuff, or unless I notice this stuff at the bottom. This stuff at the bottom is the only really helpful part of the website. In terms of the site's objectives, I've got no clue whatsoever what the site is meant to be for. What am I supposed to do here? There's no copy to engage me as I come into that conversation that's going on in my head. No headline, no lead, no copy to talk about the how Bluebell is desirable to me. I've got no idea. As far as I can see, it's ice cream. I like ice cream, but I have my preferred brands. It's called Smokey the Magnificent Ice Cream. My wife makes it. So I really have no reason to stick around, given that no copy is asking me to stick around. Finally, offers. Do my goals match the available options? Well, I don't know what my goals would be as someone coming to the Bluebell website, maybe to find out more about the ice cream, maybe to find out where I can buy it, maybe to get some kind of freebie. None of that is obvious on the site. There are certainly no obvious offers whatsoever. There are no calls to action. The only thing that stands out is the new text there, and that just says new to our site. So that doesn't tell me anything in terms of calls to action. That isn't a call to action. That's just a link of some kind. Does it mean that I'm new to your site? Am I supposed to click there if I'm new to your site? Or does it mean that there's something new on the site? Things that are new to the site? I don't know. So again, nothing helpful here. Alright. What can we take away from this? Well, first of all, let me just say before I go into the final roundup points that I'm not trying to pick on the owners of the site in any respect. I'm not trying to pick on Bluebell Ice Cream. This link, this site was sent to me by one of my Ace of Spades subscribers, Demetrius. Thank you for sending that, Demetrius. It's really awesome. I do not mean to mock the site. I do not mean to belittle the site. What I do mean to do is demonstrate how someone, Bluebell Ice Cream, have essentially been robbed by a designer who thought that Bluebell was paying them to create something pretty and original rather than something that's going to help them meet their business objectives. And that is criminal. Alright. First of all, it's not creative unless it sells. Said David Ogilvy, one of the greatest ad men of the 20th century. He wrote a couple of books. I recommend you look them up. There is no point in having creativity if all it does is confuse people and reduce your sales. Originality is the enemy of all the formulas that work. You can be very original and creative within the formulas that work. In this case, within the standard paradigm of the user interaction model that we expect on a website: masthead, tagline, navigation, search, headline, body copy, sidebar, calls to action, footer. If you don't use that model, then you're not being creative or original, you're just being a jackass, and you're getting nothing out of it. Secondly, trying to engage prospects without copy, like this website has no copy whatsoever, is like trying to get a date without talking to the girl. You walk up to her and you stare at her, and she's like, okay, bye, smile and nod, walk away slowly. That's what the back button's for. And thirdly, no visible navigation means that when you come to the website, unless you actually move your mouse over stuff, by accident probably, you think, oh, this is a picture, not a website. Okay, that's nice, and you click your back button. Alright, so that's some very basic stuff wrong with this very attractive and completely unusable website. For everything that you need to know about this stuff, you are very welcome to sign up for free online classes at www.attentionthievery.info, where I go into a lot more detail about all of the stuff that I've talked about, plus many other useful tips, tricks, practices, guidelines, and examples. And of course you can buy the full course content there as well. And if you would like to have your own site reviewed, or if you have any comments, questions, or hate mail, feel free to email me, non@informationhighwayman.com. And I do charge $99 for reviews which do not get done on the Fridays. If you don't want your review to be public, if you prefer me not to tear your site to shreds in front of other people, that's very understandable. I will charge you $99 for the privilege of secrecy. But if you would like to share your review with everyone else, I will do it for free. Email me, non@informationhighwayman.com. Until next week, thank you for watching. I am going to bed. Have a great day.